Hey everybody, Lee Siler, also known as the Stock Doctor. Thanks for joining me. But last time I posted a video was about a week ago, and I talked about the markets being in some kind of treacherous waters. And certainly we're seeing that. We had some really big down days. And in my last video, I mentioned that when you have those big, huge drops and then huge rallies, the underlying markets are not quite right. And we did have barely, but we did have a positive January. We had a good first week of the January. And when that happens, typically February is fairly flat. Now we're down for the month of February so far, and we're probably going to close down barring any major rally here. Now, which could happen, by the way, because NVIDIA, one of the, actually the largest company in the marketplace, will report earnings after the close on Wednesday. Full disclosure, we have a huge position in NVIDIA. We've owned it for many years, and it's done very well for us. So obviously, we're hoping that earnings are good. Earnings are going to be good. All right. Earnings are going to be, they're going to beat expectations on revenue and on earnings. We'll see how margins play out. Their orders seem to be flowing really well. It's all about the conference call afterwards. If Jensen Huang says some really, really great things and the market likes it, it could put a bottom in the rest of the technology sector that is being absolutely bludgeoned. Software stocks, anything with cybersecurity. Why? I don't understand. Conversation is AI is going to take over software companies. I don't believe that. Can AI take over Microsoft? I don't think so. Listen, maybe it can, but not in my lifetime. I think Microsoft is probably a huge opportunity. I don't like to give individual stock recommendations. I said I'm not giving a recommendation on it. I'm just saying that the stock is down 30% for what reason? So there are a lot of opportunity in the markets. And I think a lot of this software turbulence has been overblown. I think it's probably getting close to an exhaustion low, which will create some opportunity for smart investors. I think that the small cap stocks continue to perform okay. Uh, the market shift has gone towards the industrials and more of the cyclical, more of the staple type companies. I think that's going to be short lived. Money will find its way back to the Magnificent Seven again. I do believe that. I'm seeing some really good days out of Apple lately, which is surprising. But all in all, if you take our advice and you add protection to the portfolios like we do, you're not feeling as much of the pain as what's going on now. So again, what you have to do as an investor, you have to look forward, say, how much risk am I taking? What's going on in the markets? Look, a lot going on, especially geopolitical. You have our situation with Iran. You still have Russia and Ukraine going around. You have the tariffs that the Supreme Court shot down and said they were unconstitutional. FedEx filed a lawsuit today. They want their money back. I think a lot of companies are going to want their money back to the tune of somewhere between 100 to 175 billion dollars. But our president went up this weekend and said, no, we're going to bump tariffs down 15%. He's a deal maker. So he's going to throw a bunch of shit on the wall, and whatever sticks, we're going to take. We'll see. Um, but that's going to cause volatility in the marketplace. And if you can't stand the volatility, you need to be more in fixed income and add. I keep preaching protection. We talk about this all the time. We're talking about it in our seminar we're having Thursday night. But what I'm looking at here in the markets, we're rallying today. Again, high volatility days. Look for companies that had great earnings reports, but are just down because. And again, you'll find that carnage in that software space. Look, IBM down big time because Anthropic says, hey, may not need IBM anymore, which is total horseshit. But I'm not a fan of IBM. We don't own it. I don't care. I have no horse in this race. But there's a lot of disruption going on and a lot of noise. My advice to you is just not to listen to the noise. Stick to the facts. Stick to what you know. Stick to the best companies in the best industries, and your portfolio will probably do fine over time. The short-term volatility is going to happen, but again, I mentioned January having a good month. February is typically flat. We do typically, based on history, do make it up in March, April, and May. So I would think that we're getting near some kind of short-term low before the market can rally. Anyway, that's my thoughts. I hope it helps. If you have any questions, call us at the office 407-831-8002. We will do free portfolio reviews for you. Okay. We have an idea what's going on. Nobody's perfect, but we invest portfolios strategically and tactfully. All right. And it's very tactical as well. So I want you to take a look at that when we talk about certain things, and we'll put up posts and so forth. Anyway, I'm Lee Siler, also known as the Stock Doctor. Hope we can help you. Hope this helped. I'll be back with you next week. Have a great rest of the week.